A very good evening, guys. Welcome back to Jfsc Dad's Premier League. We are here for the second match between Scottish Stars A and Svkm Rising Strikers, requesting Mayur to flip the coin and Pranav to call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and heads it is.
We'll bat.
Any specific reason for batting first?
New season, we want to bat freely. We have a very good batting lineup. So we'll back our batsmen and we'll set a target.
Any specific score in mind?
No, nothing as of now. We'll take ball by ball.
All the very best. Mayur, what would you have done?
No, I would have bowled. Thanks.
Okay, so that's a good toss to lose.
That's a good toss to lose. Absolutely.
Any specific reason for bowling first?
No, I think the pitch is a little wet, so we'll try and use it. And the dampness probably.
All the very best. The news from the centre is that Rising Strikers have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. Thank you. A very good evening, guys. Welcome back to Jfsc Dad's Premier League. We are here for the second match between Scottish Stars A and Svkm Rising Strikers, requesting Mayur to flip the coin and Pranav to call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and heads it is.
We'll bat.
Any specific reason for batting first?
New season, we want to bat freely. We have a very good batting lineup. So we'll back our batsmen and we'll set a target.
Any specific score in mind?
No, nothing as of now. We'll take ball by ball.
All the very best. Mayur, what would you have done?
No, I would have bowled. Thanks.
Okay, so that's a good toss to lose.
That's a good toss to lose. Absolutely.
Any specific reason for bowling first?
No, I think the pitch is a little wet, so we'll try and use it. And the dampness probably.
All the very best.
Yes.
The news from the centre is that Rising Strikers have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. Thank you. A very good evening, guys. Welcome back to Jfsc Dad's Premier League. We are here for the second match between Scottish Stars A and Svkm Rising Strikers, requesting Mayur to flip the coin and Pranav to call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and heads it is.
We'll bat.
Any specific reason for batting first?
New season, we want to bat freely. We have a very good batting lineup. So we'll back our batsmen and we'll set a target.
Any specific score in mind?
No, nothing as of now. We'll take ball by ball.
All the very best. Mayur, what would you have done?
No, I would have bowled. Thanks.
Okay, so that's a good toss to lose.
That's a good toss to lose. Absolutely.
Any specific reason for bowling first?
No, I think the pitch is a little wet, so we'll try and use it. And the dampness probably.
All the very best.
Yes.
The news from the centre is that Rising Strikers have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. Thank you. A very good evening, guys. Welcome back to Jfsc Dad's Premier League. We are here for the second match between Scottish Stars A and Svkm Rising Strikers, requesting Mayur to flip the coin and Pranav to call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and heads it is.
We'll bat.
Any specific reason for batting first?
New season, we want to bat freely. We have a very good batting lineup. So we'll back our batsmen and we'll set a target.
Any specific score in mind?
No, nothing as of now. We'll take ball by ball.
All the very best. Mayur, what would you have done?
No, I would have bowled. Thanks.
Okay, so that's a good toss to
That's
lose.
a good toss to lose. Absolutely.
Any specific reason for bowling first?
No, I think the pitch is a little wet, so we'll try and use it. And the dampness probably.
All the very best.
Yes.
The news from the centre is that Rising Strikers have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. Thank you. A very good evening, guys. Welcome back to Jfsc Dad's Premier League. We are here for the second match between Scottish Stars A and Svkm Rising Strikers, requesting Mayur to flip the coin and Pranav to call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and heads it is.
We'll bat.
Any specific reason for batting first?
New season, we want to bat freely. We have a very good batting lineup. So we'll back our batsmen and we'll set a target.
Any specific score in mind?
No, nothing as of now. We'll take ball by ball.
All the very best. Mayur, what would you have done?
No, I would have bowled. Thanks.
Okay, so that's a good toss to lose.
That's a good toss to lose. Absolutely.
Any specific reason for bowling first?
No, I think the pitch is a little wet, so we'll try and use it. And the dampness probably.
All the very best.
Yes.
The news from the centre is that Rising Strikers have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. Thank you. A very good evening, guys. Welcome back to Jfsc Dad's Premier League. We are here for the second match between Scottish Stars A and Svkm Rising Strikers, requesting Mayur to flip the coin and Pranav to call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and heads it is.
We'll bat.
Any specific reason for batting first?
New season, we want to bat freely. We have a very good batting lineup. So we'll back our batsmen and we'll set a target.
Any specific score in mind?
No, nothing as of now. We'll take ball by ball.
All the very best.
Thank
Mayur,
you. All
what
the
would you
best.
have done?
No, I would have bowled. Thanks. For
Okay. So that's a good toss to
That's
lose.
a toss to lose. Absolutely.
Any specific reason for bowling first?
No, I think the pitch is a little wet, so we'll try and use it. And the
Hello all, good evening. We welcome you all to the Jfsc Dads Premier League tournament for the season 2022-23, the second match in the tournament. And I, Shalin Gupta, your commentator, welcomes you for this cracker of a match between two wonderful teams, Scottish Stars and Rising Strikers, are locking horns today. And Scottish Stars have lost the toss. Rising Strikers have won the toss. Their captain Pranav deciding to bat first. And the players are on the field. Some great conditions to play a good cricket match. This T20 being played at the Fatima cricket ground, and this ground in itself is a boon. What a lush green outfield it is. You can have a look at the screen wherever you're watching this, whether you're watching it live. If you're watching it live from the ground, it would be a treat to watch, I'm sure. And if you're watching this on the link sitting at home, it will be no less an experience, I can assure you that. So Rising Strikers, they have elected to bat first after winning the toss. Scottish Stars captain Mayur Gala has been asked to bowl first, and the players are on the field. The fielders have taken their position. Mayur Gala, the captain, marshalling his troops. The Scottish Stars captain is Mayur Gathani, I beg your pardon, it's not Mayur Gala. And Sunil Punjabi starting off the proceedings with his off-spin bowling. This seems to be a good ploy. Oh, what a start this is by the opening batsman. A great shot indeed. The first ball has been dispatched for a boundary. And what great intentions shown by the opening pair. Sureel, the opening batsman, starts off in grand style. What a shot that was. Over and above the mid-on fielder. Absolutely stunning hit. And the first ball, when it goes to the boundary, couldn't have been a better start, a dream start for any team to have hit a boundary on the first ball itself. And Sunil Punjabi will have to rethink his strategy right from the word go. Sureel Doshi and Nirmit Shah are the opening pair for Rising Strikers. And what a start by Sureel. It seems he's lost the ball on the first ball itself. The intentions are pretty clear. He just wants to hit right from the word go. And Sunil Punjabi has bowled only one delivery, and that has gone for a boundary. So a dream start to Rising Strikers in this opening match for them. This is the second match of the tournament, which we've already mentioned. And the Jfsc Dads Premier League is one of the most talked about tournaments in this circuit of cricket. Some really good players showcase their talent, and the quality of cricket has been on the rise right from the word go. This was a super hit tournament in the last season, 2021-22, and this time we've come back, 2022-23 season. Sunil Punjabi coming into bowl his next delivery. Another lovely hit towards the mid-off. They've taken a quick single. So Sunil in quite a blistering mode right from the start of the innings. Sunil Punjabi will have to kind of control the flight which he tried on the first delivery. The second one was pitched up pretty well with a flattish trajectory as well, so not that easy to hit this ball out of the ground. He comes with his next delivery. Oh, and this time he plays it so well. Nirmit, this is first delivery, he plays it well towards the covers. And just a single sweeper cover, doing well there. They've started off quite well, the rising strikers, and that is the reason why they had opted to bat first. Probably the right strategy. This pitch seems to be a belter. Sunil with his next delivery. Oh, and this time a short one and pulled brilliantly. What a shot that is. It's a boundary in the deep square leg region. That was a ball asking to be punished, and brilliant shot by Sunil. He's on fire. Already 2 boundaries he scored in the 3 deliveries that he's faced. So what a start by this absolutely wonderful batsman Sunil Doshi. This was a poor delivery and dealt with severely. Sunil Punjabi coming with his next delivery. Oh, and this time taking the bottom edge, going straight to the fielder at short third man. No run. Just look at his bottom hand. Such a strong guy Sunil Doshi seems to be. The ball is just flying out of his bat as soon as it hits his bat. Oh, and that's a wonderful delivery. And they are asking for a stumping chance. The umpire says no, and that was a wonderful comeback by Sunil Punjabi. Almost had his man, Sunil Punjabi. And that's the end of the first over. Pretty expensive start, I would say. 10 runs is the score after the end of the first over.
Lions roaring.
Vinod is the new bowler being asked to bowl his first over, the second of the innings. He's a wonderful bowler. We've seen this in the last edition. Was a really tight line and he starts off really well. Just what I was mentioning. He sticks to that basic line and length. And is very effective when it comes to that length. Impeccable length. Really tough to hit and just keeps on maintaining that line as well. So this is brilliant start by Vinod. Coming with his next delivery. Oh, and look at the line. That is what he is known for. Just have a look at the line. He keeps maintaining that channel throughout the spell. That's what makes him a special bowler there. Nirmit on strike. This time it's a short delivery, and what a shot by Nirmit! Punishing when it was required. A poor delivery by Vinod, and he makes the full use of that. A short delivery and being sent to the boundary for 4. Nirmit Shah opens the account of his boundaries along with Sureel Doshi. Is already on fire. That was a good shot played just away from the mid off fielder, went to the boundary very quickly. That was the first boundary by Nirmit Shah. Vinod with his next delivery. Oh, and just have a look at that line, and that length is so impeccable. Very tough for any batsman to negotiate, and he almost got him there. Vinod, what a comeback by this wonderful champion bowler. And youngsters watching can learn the kind of line and length you need to maintain with the new ball. It's not an easy task for any bowler to bowl with the new ball, but if you have got control, even if you don't have that pace, you could still be very effective. But this time he drifted on the pads, just a single. That was a good shot played towards mid on. Takes an easy single. Nirmit. Sureel back on strike. Both these players very flamboyant with their stroke play. What a start they have given to this innings to rising strikers. This is the last delivery of this over. Vinod has bowled well till now. Just 5 of his over till now. Oh, and that is a wonderful delivery. Oh, and the umpire has given that as a wide. Probably swung late and quite wide as well. This was a good delivery though. Sureel tried to throw away his bat to that wider one from Vinod. Did not succeed, but still succeeded in getting a wide. Extra run added to the tally, and we'll have to bowl that ball again. Oh, and this time playing the wrong line. That was a delivery outside the off stump. Just have a look at that line. So impressive by Vinod. He ends his first over and the second of the innings. But a very good start by rising striker. 16 without loss after 2 overs. This is a perfect start that any team would have asked for, and credit goes to these 2 openers. Sunil Punjabi coming back with the second over. Started off with a poor delivery, but then came back nicely in that over. Gave away only 9 runs after being hit for a boundary on the first delivery of this match. He's a very experienced campaigner, this guy, Sunil Punjabi, a genuine all-rounder. A very important component of this team as well. Last year he had shown some really good heroics. Quite a known and famous player in the circuit, Sunil Punjabi. We'll have to see how Nirmit deals with him. He's a thinking cricketer. SP as they call him. Starts off with a good delivery. No run taken, just a dot. Sunil with his next delivery. Oh, and that's a wonderful line that he's bowled this time. Just around that off stump. He'll have to play it with a straight bat if he wants to negotiate that. And this time he does that. What a shot that is. Oh, and this could go all the way to the boundary, it seems. It's running towards the boundary, but the fielder chases it. The ball also stopped there. Just 2 runs. That were 2 runs. Oh, and this time he tried to play it towards the onside, did not succeed. Sunil Punjabi is bowling a really good line. He's tying the batsman by bowling almost every delivery on or around the off stump. Oh, that's a wonderful shot, but absolutely well fielded by Sunil Punjabi as well. That was a really good stop. Saved at least a single for his team, if not more. He's come back really nicely. Just 2 runs is given in this over. The first over costed him 9, but 10, I beg your pardon. But only 2 in this over. Oh, and that's well played towards the fine leg region, and it is getting chased, but it will go to the boundary, and a 4 this time. That was well played. Played it fine and late as well. This was a very good shot by Nirmit to end the over. And not the right line bowled by Sunil on that last delivery, which costed him 4 runs. So that's the end of the 3rd over. The score is 22 without loss. That's a wonderful start by these 2 openers, Sunil and Nirmit. Both these batsmen have now hit 2 boundaries each, and the run rate is also above 7 runs per over. So that's a very good start. The captain would be really happy with the decision that they have made to bat first. Vinod coming with his 2nd over. On strike is Nirmit. Just a single this time towards the cover point region. That shot was hit by Sunil. Nirmit back on strike. Oh, and that's a good delivery and played well too. An easy single towards the long on. The fielder being asked to come from the boundary. This is good bowling by Vinod. He's giving some air to the deliveries as well, so that he could get some swing, if there is any amount of swing in the first few overs. Oh, and this time bowling the right line, and a wide signal by the umpire. Probably it's swinging at the last moment, and that is what is causing the umpire to give that a wide. He'll have to bowl that again. Sunil back on strike. Oh, and that's a wonderful line that he has maintained, and look at that length, so impeccable. Really tough to negotiate those deliveries, but that's the right thing that Sunil has done. Just defended that really nicely with a solid technique, and sometimes that is the best way to negotiate good bowlers. Just let them pass, let their overs pass. And what a shot that is! Oh, absolutely stunning it. This was a short delivery and brilliantly played by Sunil. And Vinod must have realized whenever he's bowled those short deliveries, he's got punished really severely by both these players. So he needs to pitch it up. What a shot that was towards the deep mid-wicket region by Sunil Doshi. And he's got such solid arms. Such a strong man this guy is. Look at the bottom hand. And it comes into picture. The ball just races towards the boundary, and that's what happened on that occasion. Immediately some field changes being done by the captain. Vinod needs to pitch it up. He's a totally different bowler when he pitches it up, but when he pitches it short, we have seen how severe these 2 batsmen could be. Just have a look. What a comeback. And that is what we were talking about. He needs to pitch it up and stick to the off stump line, which he is doing really nicely. But in both the overs we saw there was one off delivery. He needs to be a bit more focused, because he is a strike bowler for the team and he has the ability to take wickets, especially with the new ball, and that is what is the requirement right now. Oh, and that's a wonderful delivery. Some late swing, And they've taken a quick single. This is really good running by Suril and Nirmit. And that's the end of another good over for Rising Strikers. It's 30 without loss. What a start by both these players. Both of them look in really good touch. It's just the start of the season, but these players seem to have practiced quite a lot before coming to this wonderful tournament. Credit goes to them the way they've started, even after playing a match after a gap of almost 5-6 months. As you all know, the cricket comes to a halt when it comes to matches in Mumbai during the rainy season. And this is the first tournament that Jfsc is organizing. But what a wonderful tournament this has been always for Jfsc, the Dads Premier League. Superlative efforts by many players we've already seen in the previous seasons. This season should be no different. We could even expect even better performances than the previous ones. And this is a very good start by Rising Strikers. 30 without loss in 4 overs after winning the toss and electing to bat first is the right approach as well as the right result that they would have expected. Sagar is the new bowler. He starts off well. A dot to start with. They took a single on the first delivery. Nirmit back on strike. Oh, and that's a wonderful line and really good length being bowled by Sagar. That's a wonderful shot. A short delivery being punched really hard towards the covers. Very well played shot by Nirmit. Oh, and that's a wonderful delivery by Sagar. And we've seen that whenever they pitch it up, it becomes really tough for the batsmen because they're going for the aerial shots. But the last moment swing, the late swing is causing them to miss a lot of deliveries, especially when it is pitched up. That's a wonderful start by these bowlers. They have to be consistent. That's a good shot, but straight to the fielder. Point fielder does well. No run given this time. Sagar doing really well with his first over. He's given only 3 runs of the first 5 deliveries, just 1 to go in this over. Needs to be consistent with his line. Has been bowling really well in and around the off stump. Oh, and this time played it in the air. And he's gone. The first wicket has gone. That is a good result for Sagar, who's been bang on with the line and the length as well. And Nirmit plays it in the hands of the fielder. That was such a simple catch, but probably trying to take the aerial route, not succeeding. And the first wicket for Rising Strikers is finally down at a score of 33. And the fifth over has just been completed. Sagar's first over has fetched him a wicket. What a start by this bowler. And Nirmit Shah, unfortunately, going back to the pavilion after such a wonderful opening partnership that he was giving along with Sureel. Unfortunately, couldn't connect well. And it seems the captain Mayur Gathani is having a meeting as to who will bowl the next over. The new batsman at the non-strikers end, Chirag Joshi. Sureel will take the strike. This is the start of a new over. It seems the captain himself is coming to the attack. He's brought himself into the attack. That's right. He's a very good off spinner, Mayur. We've seen that in the previous season and many tournaments in which he's participated. A real wicket taker and can do the containing job as well. What a shot that is, came down the track and it's a boundary. Brilliant shot. And Sureel Doshi is on fire. We've already seen him coming down the track, hitting some really good shots and some powerful hits by Sureel. And this time it was no different. What a shot that was, straight down the ground for a boundary. And Captain Mayur Gathani. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot once again. This time the result the same. He swept it for a boundary towards the deep square leg. What a shot that was. He's on fire, Sureel Doshi. Absolutely brilliant batting. He is just hitting boundaries at will now. Just the sixth over of this first innings. And the kind of confidence he's showing in his shots could be ominous signs for the Scottish Stars. Rising Strikers would be loving it. Mayur with his next delivery. This time a short delivery and a quicker one as well. That was a good ball and good thinking on the part of the captain. He had to come back after two deliveries and that's what, two boundaries, and that's what he did. This is a wonderful start by Rising Striker, and this time he's appealed for and LBW has got him. That's what I was mentioning. This guy has a knack of taking wickets. The captain Mayur Gathani strikes, and the second wicket for Scottish Rising Strikers is down, and Scottish have struck again. Absolutely brilliant bowling by the captain, bringing himself in. First of all, good captaincy. All credit goes to Mayur Gathani here, not only by bringing himself in, taking the ownership, but also taking the wicket as well. And a very important wicket of Sureel Doshi. Struck on the pad and struck in line. The umpire had no hesitation raising his finger. Absolutely brilliant bowling that is, and the second wicket, a very important one this time, is down for Rising Strikers. And the score is 41 for 2. So he takes his revenge, Mayur Gathani, after being hit for two wonderful boundaries by Sureel. This is a big blow. New batsman on strike. Oh, and what a delivery that was first up. Absolutely brilliant delivery. A flighted one, and he almost got him. Shravan Rathore is the new batsman, and he was absolutely fogged on that delivery. Was lucky he did not lose his wicket. That was such a wonderful over. Although he got hit for 2 boundaries, but he made sure, got rid of the danger man. Sunil Doshi, Mayur Gathani, the captain of Scottish Stars, has delivered immediately. And that is what you want from a true leader. He brought himself into the attack, sensing the danger. And he's taken out the danger man himself. Sunil Doshi was playing so well, was hitting some wonderful shots, not only playing it within the crease but also was charging down the track. He had a good array of shots but couldn't convert it to a big score. But still his contribution was very valuable in the top order. Sagar coming with his next over, and they are appealing for a caught behind, but that's a wide. Probably that was a gimmick which did not go their way. The umpire immediately calling it a wide, and that was a wide. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot this time, drifting on the pads of the batsman, but they have got cover there. Just a single towards the deep square leg. It was a good shot played by Chirag. Shravan back on strike. Shravan is a wonderful hitter of the cricket ball. We've seen that in the last season. He's played some really good knocks in the previous season. Very important player in the scheme of things for rising strikers. Shravan Rathore. Oh, and that's a good shot played. Sagar bowling well, but an easy single taken by Shravan and Chirag. The point fielder does well there. That's a wonderful piece of bowling there by Sagar. Perfect line. Just drawing the batsman forward, asking him to drive, luring him into the drive, and that is what you want from your medium paces. Good line and a nice length. Oh, and this time another good ball. Takes the edge. Sent back rightly by Shravan. He was trying to take the quick single, Chirag Joshi, but Shravan sent him back, and that was the right call as well. Sagar with his next delivery. Oh, and this time quite wide outside the off stump. Smashed but straight to the fielder there at sweeper cover. Just a single. He was lucky it was not punished severely by the batsman. And Sagar is such a wonderful bowler. He bowls his deliveries so quickly. Has already bowled 5 deliveries in no time. Has a short run up but so accurate. Apart from that one wide. And this time another wide by the umpire. Given by the umpire. Sagar needs to probably come back slightly closer to the off stump. Oh, and this time a poor delivery. That has got to be a wide for sure. Drifting down the leg side. So probably the commentator's curse has worked there. I was just praising Sagar, and all he does is bowl 2 wides on the trot. And sometimes we've seen this happening. Oh, and this time That was a good delivery, but probably drifting down the leg side. That is why they did not appeal for the LBW, and that's the end of another good over. A leg by taken on the last delivery. That would bring Shravan back on strike, and Mayur Gathani, the captain, coming to bowl his next over. He's already taken a wicket in his very first over, so a very effective and impact player Mayur Gathani is. Shravan on strike. Let's see how he negotiates. Mayur. Probably not ready for the delivery. We'll have to ball that again, Mayur. Dead ball signal by the umpire. The first delivery comes. Oh, and that's a wonderful delivery, and that pace in his balls is the key. Doesn't flight the ball too much, but just comes with. When this time he tries the flight. That was a good shot played by Shravan, but straight to the long off fielder. Just a single. And the trajectory that he maintains as a spinner is brilliant. Lures the batsman and asks him, entices him to come down the track, or maybe go for aerial shots, and there is where the batsman could get trapped. We've seen that already a lot of times when Mayur is bowling. That's a good delivery again, but well played, and a quick single taken in the short mid wicket region. Chirag and Shravan will have to do some job for their team, especially Shravan Rathod. They've got some really good overs left in this innings. Capitalize on them. Oh, and this time Shravan hits it big, it seems. What a shot that is! A huge six. Absolutely stunning hit for a six by Shravan Rathod. This was the ideal pace for any batsman, and the length also helped the cause. That was a wonderful shot played by Shravan Rathod. His first six, straight down the ground, and Mayur has been stunned here. He was bowling so well, and this time the captain being hit for a six brilliantly by Shravan Rathod. What a shot that was! Absolutely stunning it. And that is what we were mentioning. Shravan needs to capitalize on the number of overs he's got. He's a wonderful player. We've seen some really good innings in the last season of Jfsc Dads Premier League. And just continuing from where he had left last time. This is a wonderful shot. Probably the best six till now in this match. Just capitalized on that flight and the length that was offered in the slot, and he just utilized his bottom hand power to hit it well over the long off region for a huge six. I think he's lost the ball as well. That's what the quality of the shot was. It's gone quite some distance. It gives them a chance to take a quick drink as well, the players. What a shot that was. We're back live here at the Fatima Cricket Ground, and the next delivery being bowled by the captain of Scottish Stars, Mayur Gathani. He's bowled really well in the first over, but Shravan Rathod hit him for a big six in the last delivery, and this time probably the pressure of the six resulting into a wide down the leg side, and they've run a single as well. So 2 runs given as freebies there, and it can happen to even the best of the players. The pressure. Just saw an example there. The best bowler in the team getting hit for a six and then bowling a wide. This game is not played only on the pitch and the ground, but it is also played between the minds of the players. Oh, and that's a good delivery, a flighted one, and Chirag doing the right thing, just rotating the strike nicely, playing it softly towards the point for a single. Shravan back on strike. We'll have to see how Mayur bowls this delivery. That's a wonderful delivery and played well by Shravan as well. A quick single taken by them. Mayur tried to run them out but doesn't succeed. And that's the end of a productive over for Rising Strikers. The score is 60 for 2 after 8 overs. This is some wonderful piece of cricket by Rising Strikers. A run rate of 7.5 runs an over. That's a wonderful score that they have achieved at the end of 8 overs. And Sagar coming with his next over. What a shot that is! Is that a big one? No, falls well before the boundary line and a couple taken. The good thing was that it was in the gap. The longer fielder does well, restricts the shot to a couple only. That was a good piece of fielding and a good throw as well. And Shravan opening his arms now freely. Oh, and that's a good delivery by Sagar. And oh, and the keeper has missed that. That is some really sloppy work there. And a boundary of buys, so extras being given as freebies again, but that was a good delivery by Sagar. He would not be happy, although the runs will not be counted in his figures. Still, no bowler would want these kind of runs to be scored during his over. Nonetheless, the Rising Strikers would be happy. No matter they come from the bat or not, runs are very important, especially when you have elected to bat first after winning the toss. You need to put up a good score on the board, and that's a good shot played towards the longer for a single, an easy single taken. Sagar bowling really well. You'll have to give it to this bowler. He is bowled with a lot of heart, has taken a very important wicket of Nirmit. That's a good delivery again and played nicely by Chirag for a single. The longer fielder comes into the act again. This is really good bowling. Oh, and this time quite a short delivery, and the captain has missed it there. Standing at the covers, Mayur Gathani allows the batsman to come for a second run as well. And that's a good shot played. This time in the gap. Should be an easy couple. The sweeper cover doing well there, but couldn't stop 2 runs there. That's the end of an expensive over. 12 runs of that over. 72 for 2 after 9 overs. That's a wonderful score. And the run rate has reached 8 runs per over. So Rising Strikers truly on their way for a big score at the end of the 20 overs. And the captain marshalling his troops. He was thinking cap is on. Probably could be a change in the bowler as well. It seems a new bowler has been asked to bowl the next over. We'll have to see whom have they given the ball. Fahad is the new bowler. And he'll be bowling the 10th over. We are halfway through after this over, and the run rate has been kept at 8 runs per over, which is really nice. If you have a good score batting first, the psychological advantage definitely lies with you. Fahad with his first delivery. Chirag hits it really well towards the deep mid wicket. Just a single though. The fielder does well there. Fahad starts off well. And they're trying to come back for the second, but Shravan says no. A full toss this time. Shravan hits it well. Just a single in the long on region. That was a good shot. Shravan did not try to hit it with a lot of power, else could have gone straight into the hands of the long on fielder. That was good thinking on the part of Shravan. Chirag back on strike. Soft touch towards the point region for a single. Played really well, steering it towards the point. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot in the slot. But again, just one bounce before the fielder could field it. Just a single. Fahad is bowling really well, I must say. He's enticing the batsman for big shots. It's just that the ball is not going in the hands of the fielders, landing just before the fielders are placed. This time in the air, takes the edge, but just a single. The backward point fielder does well there. That's a good delivery again by Fahad. He's given just 6 runs in this over. That's one of the better overs in this innings. And that's the end of the 10th over. The score is 78 for 2 after 10 overs. And drinks being called for. This run rate 7.8 is a very healthy run rate which has been maintained by Rising Strikers team. And a slightly good comeback by Scottish Stars as well in this last over. Fahad bowling really well. Just 6 runs he gave away in that over. And we too will have a short break, and we'll join you very soon in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned, viewers.
Lions roaring. Lions roaring. Lions roaring.
We welcome you back to this wonderful match happening at the Fatima Cricket Ground between Rising Strikers and Scottish Stars in the Jfsc Darts Premier League 2022-23 season. And Shravan is on strike. And RJ is bowling his first over and starts with a short delivery. Shravan hits it hard straight to the fielder, but just a single. The long on fielder does well, and Shravan must be thinking he might have missed a chance there to hit a big shot. That was quite a short delivery, not at all a good start, especially when you have a batsman of Shravan Rathor's caliber. Rahul, popularly known as RJ amongst his teammates, bowling his next delivery. Chirag on strike. That's a good shot played by Chirag. A single there towards the square leg. Flicked it nicely towards the onside. That was a good shot. Oh, and that's a poor delivery, and the keeper also misses it. Could be 5 runs here, and that is 5 runs. This is a very poor delivery, sloppy stuff by the keeper as well. Should have stopped that. And 5 runs gifted. It seems Diwali is still not over. The season of giftings still going on, and they have gifted away 5 runs there. Rahul bowling it wide down the leg side, and that is how score can reach from 150 to 170. These errors could cost you. Oh, and this time a short delivery, and Shravan coming down the track trying to hit the big shot, and this is really good running by Chirag. 2 runs taken. That was a really short delivery. Shravan came down the track, tried to hit the big shot, the 6, but then could not clear the boundary. But 2 runs taken really well by Chirag Joshi. Ran the first one really hard and quickly. Rahul with his next delivery. Oh, either short or on the leg side, another wide. He will have to be bowling around that off stump. He's already bowled 2 wides and given away 6 runs of those 2 wide balls, and 2 extra deliveries as well. So Quite an expensive over till now. Oh, and this time another short delivery. Is that a 6? It is a 6. What a shot by Shravan Rathore. And this was coming. We could sense that the short deliveries could well help Shravan to hit some big ones, and he might have been thinking he's missed a couple earlier, but this time he hits it quite well and really effectively for a huge 6 towards long off area, clearing long off easily there. Just a single this time. Rahul with his next delivery, and this is the length he should be bowling, but seems it's quite late. Already a damage has been done in this over. He's bowled just that's the end of the over, it seems. The score is that's a good start by Fahad once again. This is a second over, a single taken by Shravan. The score is 96 for 2 after 11.1 overs. They're doing quite well here, rising strikers, especially Shravan Rathore. And Chirag also giving him really good support at the other end. He's on strike now, and this time he's appealing for an LBW, but probably it was missing the stumps there. The impact was outside the off stump as signaled by the umpire. A leg bye taken. Beg your pardon, that was bat. Nothing signaled by the umpire, so that was bat. Shravan on strike, he plays it well towards the deep square leg. A single taken easily. Not thinking of the second. That's a good shot, but just a single. Longer fielder does well. Fahad is bowling really well. He knows his limitations, and he knows that he cannot offer a lot of flight to players like Shravan, who've already been in terrific form. He's 31 of just 22, Shravan, and this time it could have been a catch. Was short of Fahad, just a single, and that's the 100 up. For Rising Strikers, this is some really good batting by the Rising Strikers team right from the word go. They were aggressive in their intention. And this is just the 12th over, so they could well reach a big score here. Some really big players to come down the order. Devang is one of them. Hemang, beg your pardon. And that's a very strange delivery. I don't know what the umpire has signaled. Seems it's a dead ball. That's a good shot. Cut really hard and it's running towards the boundary, but the fielder does well there. Restricts them to a couple only. That is good fielding by the fielder at point. That was a good shot by Chirag, and that's the end of the 12th over. The score is 102 for 2. Rising Strikers doing really well. Last 8 overs remaining. And And with players like Hemang in the dugout still waiting to come out and express themselves, they could well reach a score of around 170, 180, if not more. You never know, Hemang is such a player. If he gets to play around 30, 40 deliveries, he might well score something really big. But right now we'll have to see the strategy of these two players, especially Chirag Joshi. I think it's time he should start taking the aerial route as well along with Shravan. Shravan has been brilliant, 32 of just 23 deliveries, and Sunil Punjabi has been asked to come back into the attack. His next over. Oh, and Shravan hits it really flat and hard. Just a single that was very well fielded by the long off fielder. Sunil Punjabi bowling it a bit flattish, not giving the flight to Shravan. Oh, this time Chirag, realizing the urgency, coming down the track and taking a quick single. The mid-wicket fielder does well but couldn't stop the single there. Oh, and that's a good shot played by Shravan once again, but straight to the fielder there, the captain Mayur Gathani. Fielding really well at the long on position. Just a single given. Sunil Punjabi is bowling well in this over. This is his third over. Given away only 3 runs in this over till now. Oh, and that's a good delivery again. A quick single taken by Chirag and Shravan. They have been really good between the wickets, these two batsmen. That's a wonderful shot straight to the long off fielder, but just a single again. This over has been really good by Sunil Punjabi, and this time Chirag comes down the track. This is a wonderful shot. He made room for himself. Wonderfully played, just came down the track. What a shot that was. Even Sunil Punjabi is acknowledging the effort of the batsman. No chance for the long on fielder Mayur Gathani there, the captain. One bounce into the fence. Chirag probably playing one of the best shots of the evening today. Playing such a shot to the spinner is not easy at all. You'll have to have a lot of control if you want to play that shot, especially with your feet movement. And Chirag doing exactly the same. We'll be right back after a short break. Stay tuned, viewers.
Lions roaring. Lions roaring.
Jitu is the new bowler, bowling to Shravan. Plays it really well towards the deep mid wicket. There's a fielder there, the captain Mayur Gathani, placing himself there. It's a good stop, just a single. This is the 14th over. Well, this time it seems it's a wide, drifting down the leg side. It's not a good ploy to bowl on the pads of a player like Chirag, who can always come down the track, and this is a good delivery. Probably it seems he listened to my commentary. Just bowl outside the off stump while I was saying it's not a good ploy to bowl on the pads of Chirag. This is some really good thinking by the bowler. Jitu coming back nicely after that wide, just a single on the previous delivery. Shravan back on strike. What a shot that is by Shravan! In the slot, and he has just hit it out of the ground for 6. The long on fielder, just a spectator there. Absolutely stunning hit by Shravan. You can't give a slot delivery to a player like Shravan, who's already in blistering form. What a shot, that was a flat 6 over the long on fielder, and the next delivery again he hits for a big 6 it seems. Oh, and that's a wonderful stop. It was a wonderful stop by the captain Mayur Gathani, and they're applauding, even the batsmen applauding. That's the level of spirit that they carry with themselves. Absolutely stunning spirit shown by Chirag Joshi, and what a stop that was by the captain Mayur Gathani. He almost stopped. 5 runs for his team, and this time a full toss. Played well and straight to the fielder. Sunil Punjabi doing well. Just a single. What a stop that was on the previous delivery. That was a sure shot 6, but Mayur Gathani, the captain, made sure it turns out to be only a single. Every such effort can boost the morale of the entire team really well. Oh, and this time seems it's a huge 6 again. It is a 6. Or is it a boundary? We're just waiting for the umpire's signal. That was a wonderful shot, and Shravan Rathore in a totally different mood, and that's a boundary. Oh, so that could have been a catch. That is some really good batting. He's taking his chances, Shravan Rathore, and what a shot that was. He's in no mood to stop here. 43 of 29 already, and a very expensive over. 14 of that over by Jitu. 15, I beg your pardon. They scored 15 of that over. 126 for 2 after 14 overs, and Shravan Rathore is in a completely different mood today. He is hitting the slot deliveries for big shots at will. He's already on 47 of 30. Just 3 runs away from a wonderful half century. Even Chirag is ahead of his number of balls that he's played now. 21 of 20 deliveries. Both the batsmen maintaining a strike rate quite well. That's a good shot played towards the point fielder. A single taken there. Jitu being hit for 15 runs in his first over, and Himanshu being asked to bowl the next over. Oh, and this time a short delivery, and Shravan has hit that really well, but it seems that's a drop catch. And 2 runs taken. That was hit really high but not long. Fetches 2 runs for Shravan, who's on 49 now. Oh, and that's a brilliant shot. And that's his 50. Just a single though this time, but he's reached his 50. That's a wonderfully played 50 by Shravan Rathore. 50 of just 32 deliveries. What an innings this is. Came at the right time. He's paved a great foundation for a big score here. 14.3 overs till now. Still 33 deliveries left. and they are already at 130 for 2. This is a wonderful piece of batting by both these players, especially Shravan. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot. He is just a master of that shot. This comes down the track and hits it towards the onside. A couple taken again. A good throw from the deep mid wicket. That's a good shot played towards the fine leg, and they'll run a couple again. This is really good running by both these players. Absolutely brilliant batting by Chirag as well. Now he's coming into the act as well, coming down the track, hitting some big shots, taking those couples on a regular basis. This is the 15th over and they've already reached 134, so this is really good run rate that they have maintained. They've increased it to almost 9 runs an over, 9.03 to be precise. Oh, and that's a good shot, but straight to the fielder. Still they would get a single. This is good running between the wickets. That's the end of another over by Himanshu, and the score is 135 for 2 after 15 overs. So last 5 overs left in this innings. Shravan Rathod has been brilliant with his batting. He's already on 50 of 32 deliveries. What a half century he's made today. This is the first match of this team. Both these teams playing their first match in this tournament. Shravan Rathod is on a roll. He's ready to make it really big. Still 5 overs left in this inning, and Shravan, if he stays at the wickets till the last over, he could well reach a very big score and take his team also past 200. Vinod coming into bowl his next over. He's bowled really well till now, and this time in the air, and he's taken it. So Vinod striking immediately after being brought into the attack, and Chirag, after playing a good hand of 27 runs, finally perishes. He's played so well. And this is another wicket which has fallen for rising strikers. 135 for 3. Vinod striking it immediately after being brought back into the attack. The third wicket going down for rising strikers, and that's a very important wicket for the Scottish Stars. Pranav Shah, the captain, is the new player and the new batsman. They've got some really good batsmen. Pranav is one of them. He's a genuine all-rounder and the captain of the team as well. Won the toss today and elected to bat first, which was definitely a very good decision. And the batsmen have made that decision a good decision as well. Oh, and Vinod bowling really well. Bowled a wide on the previous delivery but came back really nicely. So this over has been quite productive for Scottish Stars. They've got a wicket on the first delivery and then a dot delivery, although a wide also was given, but still 2 deliveries and just a run with a wicket is definitely a very good deal for any team, especially in the death overs. That's a good delivery and played well by Pranav. Just a single towards the mid wicket. Captain Mayur standing inside the circle now. Does well there. Oh, and that's a good delivery by Vinod. Probably was expecting a wide there, Shravan. Oh, and this time trying to heave that outside the park. Not succeeding. This is really good bowling by Vinod. He's sticking to that off stump line and making sure doesn't get hit for a lot of runs, and Shravan just aiming that onside. He's in such a good form. You would want to hit every ball out of the park. Sometimes you need to give respect to the bowler as well. He's a very thinking cricketer, Vinod. That's a good shot played. It was a good delivery. Very well played by Shravan. Just a single though. Some really good work there in the field by the covers fielder. And that's the end of a very good over. The score is 138 for 3 after 16 overs. So we now have the last 4 overs, the death overs in this innings. Shravan back on strike. Sagar will be bowling his last over. He'll have to stick to the off stump line. Oh, and the short delivery won't help. But Shravan this time not connecting. Almost a catch there. That was a very good effort, but he's dropped it. That will go down as a drop catch, but that was a really tough one. Captain Mayur doing really well. A couple taken there by Shravan and Pranav. Sagar should not be bowling short. Again a short delivery. What is he doing? Oh, and what a catch it is. He has got a wicket on a delivery that should have gone out of the park. He should be thanking his captain. What a catch by Mayur Gathani, the captain of Scottish Stars. That was a blinder of a catch. Standing at this mid-wicket circle, and Shravan has finally lost his wicket. He was in a blistering mood. And what a wonderful innings of 53 by Shravan Rathod of just 37 deliveries comes to an end finally, and we have now got Hemang, popularly known as Bunty, on the crease, and Shravan being given a standing ovation by his teammates in the dugout. Hemang Mehta, one of the most fierce hitters of cricket ball in this circuit. You'll see. Oh, and this time Sagar starts off really well to Hemang. Just concentrating on that off stump line. Hemang, who's come after some really good scores in the last few practice matches that he's played, is looking quite fit as well as compared to the last season. Seems to have worked quite a lot on his conditioning and fitness. Oh, but the first 2 deliveries have been dots. This is good bowling by Sagar, and Hemang trying to hit the ball really hard. Still around 20 balls are left in this innings. And Hemang should be looking at scoring the maximum number of runs. The key would be to not play any dots now, and 20 balls can definitely fetch you 40 runs in the last few overs. And that's a good shot played by Hemang. He's off the mark finally. Plays it well towards long on. Sunil Punjabi does well, just a single. Hemang opens his account. Pranav Shah, the captain, back on strike, and both these players are capable of hitting some really big shots. We'll have to see whether they would be able to do that or not in the last few deliveries. Another short delivery, and Pranav has hit it really hard and big. Oh, and this time he's dropped that catch. Should have been taken. Sagar must be disappointed there. That was a straight chance. The fielder has dropped it, and that's a boundary. It goes outside the boundary rope. Just bounces before that and then goes outside. So 4 runs. And that's a poor delivery. Sagar has been really short in his length. That is why he's been punished in almost every over in which he's bowled short. We've seen that in his spell. That's the end of his spell. After 17 overs, the score is 145 for 4. Although last time, I would say he was a bit unlucky. That catch should have been taken. And Vinod has been asked to bowl the next over. This is his last over. And Hemang on strike. Oh, and just have a look at that power. What a shot that is. Couple of bounces into the fence. And that is what Hemang is capable of. He can just take the game away from any opposition in a matter of few deliveries. He's so effective with his shots. The kind of power that he packs while he hits those shots is absolutely amazing. And Vinod being hit for a boundary on the first delivery, not at all an easy thing for any bowler to come back, even if he's a very good bowler like Vinod. But still that stays on the back of your mind, and this time he comes back really nicely. That's the quality of Vinod as a bowler. Just a single given. Mayur Gadhani does really well. Again, he's been a revelation in the field, the captain of Scottish Stars. And Rising Strikers have reached 150 for the loss of 4 wickets in 17.2 overs. Pranav back on strike. .4 overs left. Oh, and a short delivery. Just a single though. Could not convert that. He knows that has an ability to skid the deliveries. Probably that was the reason why Pranav could not hit a big shot on that previous delivery. Just a single towards the extra cover. Hemang back on strike. Should not be looking at pitching it up for Hemang. That's a good shot played, but straight to the field. Oh, and he's missed it. That will be a boundary again. What a shot by Hemang. He's on fire, this lad. Known for his blistering batting. He's an impact player, as we already mentioned. Has been here for only 4-5 balls and has already hit 2 boundaries, and that is what the doctor has ordered for Rising Strikers at this juncture. Last 14 deliveries left, and Vinod, after being so accurate in his first 3 overs, is going for some runs now, courtesy Hemang. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot again. Vinod trying to stop it with the foot, not succeeding, but just a single. And is they coming for the second? No, but Pranav says no, and that was the right call. Could have been disaster. This is really good batting by both Pranav and Hemang. He has hit that really high. Will that be caught? We'll have to see that. Oh, and he drops it. And 2 runs given away. So these drop catches have already fetched quite a few runs for Rising Strikers. And Scottish Stars will have to take their chances. They cannot just keep on dropping catches like that. The score has reached 158 for 4 after 18 overs. And Pranav Shah getting alive there. And 2 extra runs as well. So Vinod's spell comes to an end. And last 2 overs, 12 deliveries remaining. And when Hemang is on strike, you can always expect at least 20-25 runs in those 2 overs, probably more as well if Hemang starts hitting it from the word go. He's already in great form in this match as well. 11 of just 7 deliveries, and Pranav is also playing a wonderful innings. 2 little cameos by these 2 players till now. Haven't faced much deliveries as well. Have faced only 7 and 5 deliveries respectively, so just 2 overs between them. They've already scored 19 runs, 18 runs. Starts off with a wide. Himanshu, this is the second over. 19th over of this match. And Himanshu starts off with a wide, so he'll have to ball that again, and an extra also given to Rising Strikers. They have given a lot of extras today in this first innings. Oh, and he comes down the track. What a shot this is. Will be a boundary for sure. Is a boundary. He has bludgeoned that. Hemang Mehta is on fire. Absolutely stunning batting. Came down the track and hit it wonderfully well. There was no chance for the long on fielder or the long off fielder at all. What a shot that was. Hemang is on fire. 15 of just 8 deliveries. This is wonderful batsmanship. Comes down the track this time. Could be a big one. But a boundary again. And what great hitting this is. He's just making them pay. This is some really good bowling and batting, I beg your pardon. And he's hitting the boundaries at will now. Already 2 boundaries in this over. And only 2 deliveries have been bowled. 19 of 9, Hemang Mehta. Bunty as they fondly call him. Bunty is on fire. Another good shot this time. Will be a boundary. Is a boundary. What a shot that is cut really hard towards the third man. No chance for the deep point fielder there. He's on fire, Hemang. 3 boundaries in 3 deliveries. 13 runs off the first 3 deliveries. And Himanshu would be thinking, when would this over get over? Would be hoping the over to get finished as soon as possible. The kind of form Hemang is in. 23 of just 10 deliveries. What a player. That is what I was mentioning. He is an impact player. He can change the course of the game. Matter of deliveries. Another short delivery, and this time another boundary it seems. And they've already reached 175. What a partnership this has been, courtesy Hemang and Pranav. And Hemang specifically has been in top form. We already mentioned he's come with some good scores under his belt in the practice matches that he played. The practice and the hard work that he's done is giving him wonderful results in this match. He's a very passionate player. We have seen that in the earlier seasons as well. Gives 100% in whatever he does. Oh, and this time this could be a huge one. Is that a 6? It is a 6. What a shot that is by Hemang Mehta. Absolutely brilliant batting and getting all the praises from his captain as well. And the entire dugout is jumping out of joy. Hemang has played a terrific innings. 33 of just 12 deliveries. Just have a look at those figures. A wide, 4, 4, 4, 4 and a huge 6. And the fielders just spectators. Oh, and this time he comes down the track again. Is that another 6? No, just a single. And he's got us also excited. Every shot that he hits seems to be a big one. And what a big over this was. 28 runs of that, 24 runs of that over. Absolutely stunning batting by Hemang. 182 for 4 is the score now after 19 overs, and they definitely would be targeting the 200 mark, which would be a huge psychological advantage. But what batting by Hemang. Absolutely stunning stuff there. And he's reached 34 of just 13 deliveries. Wow. This is the last over being bowled by Sunil Punjabi. And it would be a tough ask on Sunil to contain Hemang. Let's see how he negotiates with him. Oh, and coming down the track, and what a stop that is, and he's run out. Sunil Punjabi is an absolutely brilliant player, and that is what he showed with such good reflexes. What a shot that was. It's really hard using the full power of his bottom hand. But Sunil stops it really well and runs Pranav out, who's played his part really well. 8 of just 5 deliveries. Although he was more of a spectator from the other end while Hemang was hitting those big shots. But still the partnership does count a lot at this stage. And Pranav Shah, the captain, does his job quite well. But Sunil Punjabi gets a really good run out of a good shot by Hemang Mehta. New batsman at the non-striker's end. And this time Sunil bowling really well straight to the long off fielder, and he's trying to come back for the second, but this is really good fielding by the long off fielder, restricting them for just a single. Last 4 deliveries in this over left. The score is 183 for 5. Can they reach 200? We'll have to see that. Kapil Makwana is the new batsman. Oh, and that's a big shot played by Kapil. Could be another 6. It's a boundary. That was a very good shot played towards the deep mid wicket region. What a shot that was by Kapil. Bisecting the deep mid wicket fielder and the long on fielder to perfection, and a boundary to start off his innings. Kapil Makwana starts off with a stunning boundary, and the score reaches 187. They still have 3 deliveries left in this over. Could they reach 200? The dugout would definitely be anticipating that. Both these players, we've already seen, are capable of hitting really big shots, especially Hemang. Kapil starting off really well. Just the first delivery of his innings, and oh, and this time Sunil Punjabi almost gets him out, but a dot delivery. He misses that completely, Kapil Makwana. And the umpire being called to place the bails properly on the stumps. Sunil Punjabi coming back really nicely after that boundary on the last delivery. Almost bowling in the block hole, the Yorker length. Kapil on strike. Oh, and this time hit really high. Could that be a couple? It will be a couple. Are they coming for the third as well? They are trying to come for the third. But that was good fielding by the deep mid wicket fielder, restricting them to just a couple, and Hemang will not be able to face the last delivery, it seems, as Kapil is on strike and only 1 delivery left in this innings. The score is 189. So 200 seems far, but still they have reached such a competitive score, a big score indeed. Oh, and this time he played it so well. The punches really nice, and a couple taken again. Will they come for the third as well? No, they stay content with a couple, but this is really good batting, and that's the end of the innings. The final score 191 for 5. What a performance by rising strikers batsmen, especially Hemang Mehta in the last few overs. The kind of hitting he has shown us, 35 of just 15 deliveries. What batting this is, absolutely brilliant, and a big score they've made, rising strikers, 191, and Scottish Stars will have to make 192 to win this match. So a huge chase in the offing here for Scottish Stars, and we'll be back after few minutes with the second innings. Stay tuned, viewers.
Lions roaring. 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 roaring.
We welcome you back to the second innings of this wonderful match happening at the Fatima Cricket Ground. The Jfsc Dads Premier League match between Scottish Stars and Rising Strikers. Rising Strikers have played brilliantly in the first innings. They won the toss, elected to bat first and scored 191 for the loss of 5 wickets. Some really good batting by each and every batsman of Rising Strikers, especially Shravan Rathod, who scored a brilliant 50, and Hemang Mehta, who's played a wonderful innings of 35, just 13-14 deliveries, and that was the reason why they could reach a score of 191. That's a huge score. And we've got the opening batsman from Scottish Stars, the captain Mayur has taken the onus. Beg your pardon, Siddharth Doshi. It's the captain Mayur Gathani who's open the innings, and he starts off well. Just a back foot punch for a single in the covers region. Along with Mayur, we've got Preet, who will be taking the strike now. A wonderful left-handed batsman Preet is. You all know about him. Such a wonderful stroke player this guy is, and has the ability to play long innings and stay at the wickets for the entire 20 overs. And if he stays, this score is definitely achievable. So a lot depends on how these two open. Kapil Makwana starting off really well with the new ball, the lanky pace bowler. Oh, and this time drifting down the leg side, a wide signal by the umpire, but no run taken by the batsman. This is good fielding by the fielders there. So an extra given there by Kapil Makwana. Oh, and this time appealing for an LBW, but a quick single taken. Leg by is given, probably drifting down the leg side, and this guy has got some good pace. Kapil Makwana, that was a sharp delivery. He was trying to flick it, did not succeed, but a single taken nonetheless. Leg by signal by the umpire. Oh, and what a wonderful delivery this is. This is absolutely brilliant bowling. And he can swing the ball. We can see that. Absolutely brilliant length. And the line in and around the off stump. The swing helping it further, making things difficult for the batsman. Captain Mayur will have to stay for at least the first 6 overs. This is some really good bowling. Kapil with his next delivery. Oh, and this time it seems this will be a wide. A short delivery and the swing taking it away from the batsman. And a wide signal by the umpire. So a mixed start by Kapil. He's given a couple of wides. But he's bowling quick and bowling really well. Oh, and this time Mayur slashing it hard. Just a single though. That was a good shot by Mayur. Trying to use the pace of Kapil, but getting only a single. That was a good shot, and the intent is pretty clear. They don't have much time, and they don't want to give themselves time as well. That is the way to approach the chase here. Quite a big score they have to chase. 192 is almost 10 runs and over. Preet on strike, and that's a good shot played by Preet. On his pads, and he plays it really well towards the fine leg for a couple. So he's off the mark as well. The first over has been bowled. The score is 7 without loss. That's a good start by the Scottish Stars opening pair, chasing a score of 192. They've started off really well. He starts off with a wide. Shravan Rathod has been given, beg your pardon, Pinak Shah has been given the new ball along with Kapil Makwana. Pinak starts with a wide. Oh, that's a wonderful line. A good delivery. The point does well there. Good shot by Mayur, but straight to the point fielder. And Pinak straight away rectifying his mistake. After bowling a wide, this is a sign of a good bowler. Oh, and this time in the slot, and Mayur has hit a wonderful shot. Seems it's a huge 6, and the first 6 of this innings. What a shot that was. Mayur Gathani, the captain, making his intentions clear, and what a shot that was. Pinang bowling it in the slot, and Mayur hitting a wonderful shot straight down the ground. No chance for any fielder, and that's a 6. So the first boundary in this innings has been hit by Mayur Gathani, and what a shot that was. It's a 6. Another good shot this time, playing straight down the ground. That's a wonderful shot. Will be another boundary. It is a boundary, and Mayur Gathani has decided that he is going to take on Pinang Shah here. Absolutely brilliant batting by the captain, leading from the front. 10 runs scored of the last 2 deliveries. It's a wonderful start to this chase. This run rate is 12 runs and over. Mayur is on fire. What a shot that was for another boundary after a straight 6 that he hit before that boundary. Oh, and that's a great comeback by the bowler. Absolutely brilliant bowling. Just have a look at that swing that he generated of that delivery. The perfect swinging delivery going away from the batsman. A dream ball for any pace bowler. Could not get a wicket, unfortunately, but that was a wonderful comeback. Another good shot by Mayur. What a shot that is! Cut really hard for a boundary. No chance for any fielder. Races away to the boundary for a 4. Absolutely stunning batting. This is by Mayur, the captain of Scottish Stars. And what a shot that was. Probably the shot of the evening till now. That was not a poor delivery, but he hit that with perfection. Absolutely stunning batting. And what a start he's given to his team. The captain of Scottish Stars, Mayur Gathani. He's on fire. 16 of just 9 deliveries. And out of those 16 runs, 14 have been scored in the last 4 deliveries. So he's definitely targeted Pinang Shah in that over, dealing with him severely. And he's hitting some really good shots of good deliveries. Not that the balls have been so bad. And this is the first poor delivery in this over. Drifting down the leg side, another wide. So the pressure probably showing its effect on the bowler. Already 16 runs of this over. 5 balls have been bowled. But what great batting this is by Mayur Gathani. Absolutely stunning. He started off so well. And they've reached 23 in no time. Just 1.5 overs and 23 without loss. If you want to chase 192, that's the perfect start for any team. Oh, and this time he's got him. What a comeback by Pinang Shah. And probably the urge to hit another boundary has led to his downfall. Already 16 runs had been scored in that over. There was no need for that shot. And that too, he did not play through the line. He was playing across the line, and that led to his downfall. An edge given to the keeper, and the keeper makes no mistake, and Pinang Shah finally gets the last laugh here. He's taken his revenge. 3 brilliant shots played by the captain Mayur Gathani, but the war has been won by Pinang Shah. After he lost few battles, and the first wicket for Scottish Stars is down now on the score of 23. 2 overs and 23 for 1. That's the wonderful start that Mayur had given to his team. But then he perishes, and that is what rising strikers would have wanted, to see the back of this wonderful batsman and the captain of Scottish Stars. Preet back on strike. Kapil Makwana coming into bowl his second over. Preet on strike. Oh, and what a delivery to start the over. Absolutely brilliant bowling that is. Just targeting that block hole and so close to that off stump, that ball. Not at all easy for any batsman to negotiate. Such a wonderful delivery. He was lucky there, didn't lose his wicket. The off stump could have been uprooted. Very, very close to the off stump, that delivery. Kapil Makwana starts off really well. And suddenly the table seemed to have turned. But Preet is a wonderful player as well. He has the ability to play really big innings for his team. He's done that many a times in the previous seasons. Oh, and this time seems it would be a leg by, just a single. Oh, and what good delivery this is. Absolutely stunning piece of bowling by Kapil Makwana. Jitu is the new batsman and he had no clue about that delivery. What a wonderful piece of bowling this is by lanky pace bowler, tall and quick. Not easy for any batsman to play such quick deliveries, and that too when they're swinging. Oh, and what a delivery! A peach of a delivery, and he would be wondering how he did not get a wicket on that delivery. Just swung like a banana there. What an absolute wonderful delivery that was by Kapil Makwana. Pitched on middle and leg and went away from the batsman. Just missed the off stump and the edge as well. So absolutely stunning piece of bowling by Kapil. Another good delivery this time. This is well played by Jitu. They're coming back for the second, but sent back, and that was a good call. Could have been a disaster there. And Preet takes the right call. Just a single there. Some good piece of work by the fielder at the mid-on. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot by Preet. What a brilliant shot that is. A short delivery and dealt with severely. Hitting it straight down the ground for a boundary. Absolutely wonderful shot that is. That's the end of a good over by Kapil, but the last delivery was played really well by Preet. That was a short delivery asking to be punished, and Preet dealing with it in the right fashion. So 3 overs have been bowled. 29 for 1 is the score. And the run rate is almost 10 runs an over, so they've started off really well, even if they've lost their captain in the second over. No. The run rate has been maintained at 10 runs an over, almost 10 runs an over. 29 for 1 after 3 overs. Pinang coming in to bowl his second over. A couple taken easily towards the onside. That was a good shot played by Jitu. That's a good shot played straight to the fielder, though they're running a quick single, and and this could have been a chance of a run out. He did not throw at the right end. Could have been a disaster. That was really bad calling, and probably they're discussing. That should happen. Jitu was lucky the fielder did not throw at the right end. He would have been back in the pavilion in a matter of seconds. Oh, and brilliantly bowled by Pinang Shire. Absolutely wonderful piece of bowling. Oh, and this time he's dropped it. It was struck really hard. It was a regulation catch and he drops it and goes to the boundary. So adding insult to injury there. And Pinang would not be a happy guy for sure. This should have been taken. That was straight into the hands of the mid-off fielder, and probably that was struck really hard. And that's a boundary scored by Jitu there. So another boundary, and an important one as well. That's a good comeback, and that's a dot delivery. So that's the fifth delivery in this over, coming back nicely after that boundary was hit. Should have got a wicket on that ball, but unfortunately resulted in a boundary. Another good delivery to end the over. This is a good comeback by Pinang Shah. The last two deliveries being dots, and that's the end of the fourth over. The score is 35 for 1. Well, what a shot to start the new over. Absolutely stunning it for a boundary. A short delivery punished by Preet there. And he welcomes the new bowler, Pranav Shah, with a boundary. Pranav is the captain of Rising Strikers, and that was a poor delivery to start the spell. Preet was ready for that, and what a shot that was. He pulled it brilliantly towards the deep square leg for a 4. Starts the over really well with the boundary. Beg your pardon. The bowler is not Pranav Shah. Varun is the bowler. He comes back really nicely after that boundary was hit. Rectification done by the scorer there. Varun being hit for a boundary on the first delivery. Oh, and that's a good shot, but straight to the fielder. No run taken. Another good delivery. So he's come back really well after the boundary was hit on the first delivery. 3 dot balls after that. Bottom with his next delivery. That's a wonderful shot, and what a stop that was! Absolutely stunning effort by the fielder at square leg. He almost took that catch, would have been probably the catch of the tournament. But what a stop that was. He stopped. Definite boundary there. Oh, and a short delivery this time, punished. Will definitely go towards the boundary. Another 4 this time by Preet. What a shot that was. This time he chose the fine leg region to hit that shot. That was a pull shot played brilliantly by Preet. You can't bowl shot to this guy. He's so good on the pull and the hook as well. That's the end of the 5th over. The score is 43 for 1. And Preet now coming into the act with boundaries in this over, 2 of them. Oh, this is his 3rd over and he's bowling so well. Getting the ball to swing even now. He's a high caliber bowler, Pinang Shah. He's bowled so well till now. Starts off with a swinging delivery outside the off stump. The perfect length. And such a wonderful line he's maintained. He got hit for a few runs in his first over but then came back strongly to the wicket of Mayur Gathani. Oh, this is a wonderful delivery. Right in the block hole. Just have a look at the accuracy with which he's bowling. Still maintaining that banana swing. You shine the ball. And the more you shine the ball, the better the ball would be for a longer period. Youngsters watching could learn this. Oh, and that's a good shot played by Jitu. Straight to the fielder at long off, just a single this time. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot played by Preet. Oh, and he's missed it. That's a poor effort there. Would result in a boundary. 4 easy runs given there. That was a good shot, but straight to the fielder, but he misses that. And this is a boundary. It was a good delivery by Pinang, but he would not be happy. This is the second time that has happened while he was bowling. 2 boundaries have been scored for no reason. Sloppy efforts there by the fielders. This should have been stopped, but it resulted in a boundary. And that's a good shot this time. Will be a boundary again. Another boundary. And Preet getting into the act again. And that's the 50 up in no time. Just the 6th over, and the 50 for Scottish Stars is up. Courtesy some wonderful batting by Preet. This time he drifted a bit down the leg side, and Preet, making it sure he utilized the error to full effect. That was a good shot played towards the fine leg for a boundary. Oh, and what a drive this is. Absolutely. And this time again he misses that. Probably will just be a single this time. The fielding has been sloppy. That's the end of an expensive over, courtesy some poor fielding. And the score is 53 for 1 after 6 overs. 10 runs of that over by Penang. And they're going really well in their chase. 139 more needed from the last 14 overs. And if Preet stays till long, then we could have a match on our hands, and this could go down the wire for sure. Nirav Darji is the new bowler, and Preet on strike. The first delivery, a flighted one. Preet plays it well towards the long off region for a boundary. What a shot that is! Very well played shot. A bit of an inside out shot. And Nirav being welcomed with a boundary by Preet. What a start to this over by Preet. The first ball being hit for a boundary. The long off fielder tried his best, but the shot was so well executed. Did not give any chance to the fielder. Let's see how Nirav comes back. Oh, and another flighted delivery this time. Preet wanted to hit it away from the long off fielder, and they're coming back for the second. This is really good running by Preet and Jeetu. Couple taken towards the deep point region. That was a good delivery by Nirav. Did not wanted to hit that in that region, but he was foxed by the flight, and Nirav will have to do something really special here. Preet has now got his eye in completely in this match. Another good delivery, a flighted one, and a single taken easily towards the long off region by Preet. He's reached 30 in no time. This is just the 7th over in this innings. The Scottish Stars have replied really well to the chase. 60 for the loss of just 1 wicket in just 6.3 overs. What better start would they have asked for? Jeetu on strike, and Nirav now bowling right up over the wicket. Let's see how the offer responds to the right-hander. Oh, and that's a very good shot played by Jeetu. And he's coming back for the second as well. This is really good running. A good throw from the deep, but could not prevent 2 runs. A good shot played towards the sweeper cover for a couple there. So Jeetu coming into the act as well. He realizes that he needs to up the ante, as Preet has already gained momentum in this innings. And if he strikes well as well, things could be really in favour of the Scottish Stars team. Oh, and that's a good delivery, and he plays it well. A single taken easily. The keeper does well, but an easy single to Jitu. Last delivery in this over, and that's a good shot played. That was a full toss. Owen has missed it again, the fielder. A single given easily. That was a full toss. Preet might have been thinking he may have missed a chance to hit a big shot, but it seems he wants to stay till the end. And that's how the nature of his game is. He's so good at sticking to the wicket and not giving it away. That's the end of the 7th over. 64 for 1 after 7 overs. Scottish Stars. What a reply to the chase. Till now it has been by them. The batting lineup is also quite strong, just like the rising strikers. They have the capability to reach the required total of 192, and they've started off so well. 7 overs and 64 is more than 9 runs an over, 9.14 to be precise. Let's see how the last 13 overs go and whether Scottish Stars will be able to chase that big score of 191. Vishal Patil has been asked to bowl the next over, and what a shot that is! Seems it's a boundary. It was a short delivery and hit really nicely by Preet. You can't bowl short to Preet. He will hit you day in, day out. That's a boundary on the first delivery. Bowling short to Preet will do no good to any bowler, no matter how experienced you may be as a bowler. But this guy has an array of shots in his repertoire. Hits it square of the wicket, straight down the wicket. Can pull, can hook, can cut. He has an array of shots, and being a lefty gives him the added advantage of getting those extra deliveries and extra runs through wides, as the bowlers will always have to adjust their line. So it becomes really important for the bowlers to keep that length. Oh, and see the line this time. Not at all a good one, and he's such a good puller. This guy, Preet. Another boundary towards the deep square leg. Slightly drifting towards the pads of the batsman, and Preet is so good. He doesn't give you even a single chance to err there. Another boundary. So 2 boundaries in 2 deliveries. What a shot that was by Preet. Already 8 runs in this over of just 2 deliveries. This is absolutely brilliant stuff by Preet. He's already on 39. Racing towards a quick 50. And that is what is required here. Exactly what the doctor had ordered for Scottish Stars team. Oh, and this time a good delivery, I would say. And a quick single taken. Played well by Preet, but that was a good delivery. Did not give him room to free his arms. So 9 runs scored the first 3 deliveries. Jitu's on strike. He is playing the perfect role of a second fiddle. 11 of 14 deliveries, and somebody has to stay at the wickets till the end, giving Preet the required support. Look at Preet's strike rate, 21 of 40 of 21, almost 200 strike rate he's maintaining. That's a good shot played by Jitu. They're coming back for the second. Easily they will take the second as well. The fielder from deep mid wicket tried his best to stop the second run. That was played with soft hands. Easy 2 runs towards the deep square leg region. Vishal Patil has been expensive in his first over. 11 already in his first 4 deliveries. Again a good shot played by Jitu. Will they come back for the second this time? No, just a single. The fielder at deep square leg does well. So 12 of this over already. 10 of this over, I beg your pardon. Preet back on strike. 11 of this over of the first 5 deliveries. Oh, and this is a good delivery. Preet plays it well and a easy single taken, and he's missed it again. They're coming back for the second, but no. Preet sends him back. That was the right call. So 12 runs of that over. The score after 8 overs is 76 for 1. Preet on 41 of just 22 deliveries. He's playing so well. And run rate has also been maintained at quite a good level, 9.5 runs per over. Scottish Stars are playing with the current run rate, and that is what is required. So they are well on target when it comes to the run rate. It's just that they will have to play till the end and not lose wickets in between. And this could be a very easy chase if Preet stays till the end. He's already on 41 of just 22 deliveries. What more could the captain have asked for from Preet as an opener? But we've seen this guy in many seasons, in many tournaments. He has a brilliant knack of playing long innings. As we mentioned earlier also, he sticks to the wickets and values his wicket quite a lot. Doesn't give away the wicket so easily. The next over starting. Drifting on his pads. Just a quick single towards the square leg. Nirav bowling from right arm over the wicket to the right handed batsman. This is a good ball. Trying to trap him in the fly. Almost succeeding as well. Jitu will have to rotate the strike, if not hit big shots. He must bring Preet back on strike as soon as possible and as much as possible. Oh, he's trying for the big one. The flight is not allowing him to do that. This is some really good bowling. Oh, and this time another flighted delivery, but Jitu plays it really well towards the covers for a boundary. What a shot that is, and he compensated for those 2 dot deliveries. That's a good shot played. It was outside the off stump. That was a good flighted delivery, but Jitu waited for that. Made sure he gets a good boundary out of that flighted delivery. Another good shot played. No chance for the fielder at sweeper cover. He's just a spectator there. Nirav with his next delivery. Oh, and this time playing deliberately in the air, and what a shot that is. Will be a boundary again. So that's a poor delivery, wide outside the off stump, and Jitu makes sure he punishes that, and to great effect as well. Another boundary. So Nirav Darji was bowling so well in this over, has been hit for 2 boundaries all of a sudden, and the entire figures of this over have been ruined by some good batting by Jitu. Absolutely wonderful batting by him. That's a good shot played. The deep in wicket does well, just a single, but that is a very good over. 10 runs scored of that over, even when 2 dot balls were bowled by the bowler. So that is some good batting by G2, and he's also now more than a run a ball, 22 of just 21 deliveries. So Preet getting some really good support. 9 overs have been bowled, 86 for 1 is the score. Owen Vishal coming back with his next over. Starts off well. It was a good delivery. Cramping him for room. G2 tried to play that, but that was a good delivery. A dot in the end. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot. And it seems he's missed it. The fielder there. But just a single. Not much harm caused. This is the 10th over and this chase is going really well in terms of the run rate for Scottish Stars. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot by Preet this time. He's played it in the gap, but just a single. That is really good fielding in the deep by the fielder at deep mid wicket. Absolutely brilliant stuff. क्या नहीं है? Oh, and that's a wonderful shot. That was pitched up. A flighted delivery. What a shot. That is a huge 6. G2 is on fire. He's just picked up the momentum in the last few deliveries that he's played, especially from the last over. And what a shot that was. Playing it towards the long on region for a huge 6. What a shot that is. G2 all of a sudden has now reached 29. And he's gained the momentum really quickly in the last few deliveries. Another flighter delivery, and this time could have been a catch. But what a shot that is. Another boundary hit really hard straight down the ground. And Vishal misses that opportunity to get a wicket there. Should have been caught, but that was hit so hard. No chance for the bowler to catch it. Absolutely stunning batting this is by G2, and the way he's picked in the last couple of overs is a revelation. What a shot that was, straight down the ground for a boundary. That's a great shot. Another well played shot towards the covers for a single. So drinks being called for, and after 10 overs the score is 99 for 1. What a start it has been to this chase, and we are halfway through in the second innings and they've scored at 9.9 runs an over, which is above the required run rate, and still they have 9 wickets in hand. So Scottish Stars in the right direction to this chase. And we've got some really good contributions there by Preet, 43 of 24, and Jeetu, who's picked up so well in the last 2 overs, 34 of 26 deliveries. And we'll take a short break and we'll be back soon. Stay tuned, viewers.
Lions roaring. Lions roaring. Lions roaring. Lions roaring. Lions roaring. Lions roaring.
We are back with the 11th over starting. And Vaibhav is the new bowler, the left arm spinner. Bowls really well. Jeetu hits it nicely towards the sweeper cover for a single. It's a good start. And that's the 100 up with that single. Absolutely brilliant partnership this by Jeetu and Preet. And these guys have played so well till now. Never looked under any kind of pressure. Even when the ball was swinging, they have played their shots, and especially Preet. He's been very severe, especially on the short deliveries. And Jeetu has been very severe on the flighted deliveries. So what a mix and match these two batsmen bring to the table. The bowlers definitely will have to do something. Vaibhav Shah is a wonderful left arm spinner. Let's see if he could get something from this spin bowling of his. And this time an inside edge leading to a couple. Just a single this time towards the deep mid wicket. That's a wonderful shot. Will be a boundary. What a shot by Jitu. He's on fire. A poor delivery by Vaibhav. And Jitu has played so well in the last few overs. He's not missed any poor delivery and given it the right treatment. Has taken a lot of pressure off Preet's shoulders for sure. Started off really cautiously, but then the way he's picked in the last 3-4 overs is definitely going to help the Scottish Stars achieve that big target that they are looking for. He's already 39 of 28. Vaibhav with his next delivery. Oh, another good shot played. The cut shot this time, but no run. Vaibhav bowling well here. After that boundary was hit. But they've taken 8 runs already in this over of the 5 deliveries. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot again. Hit really hard. And will that be a boundary? Oh, that's a wonderful stop. Just a single given. Credit goes to the fielder there at sweeper cover. Made sure. Could give only a single there. Could have been a boundary as well. The kind of shot power was behind that shot. But the fielder makes sure this is just a single, and that's the end of the 11th over. 9 runs on that over. Another good one for Scottish Stars. The score is 108 for 1. The required run rate just 9.33 now. And that's a good shot again towards the third man. Will just be a single though. Kapil Makwana starting his third over. That was a full toss given. Jitu might be thinking he missed a chance there. Could have hit that for probably a more productive shot. Just gets a single this time. And Preet back on strike. Hasn't played many deliveries in the last few overs. The bulk of the scoring has been done by Jitu, who's on 41 now of 31. Preet already on 46 of just 26 deliveries. Oh, and that's a peach of a delivery. What a ball that was. Kapil Makwana at his best. Absolutely stunning bowling. This is by the paceman. This is probably one of the best balls of this entire evening that Kapil had bowled to Preet. Preet had no idea about that. It was a quick delivery as well as came back in to the batsman. And the length is the key here. He's maintained that length, Kapil, right from the word go. He's getting a lot of swing as well. Oh, and this time he shows his class. He's cleaned him up. What a wonderful wicket this is by Kapil Makwana, and that is what we were talking about. The length is the key, and the kind of swing he was getting. Definitely something was in the making, and finally he gets rid of a very important wicket. Preet being clean bowled by Kapil Makwana, and his perseverance led to this wicket. Definitely deserved it thoroughly, Kapil Makwana. And what a wicket he's got. That too of a very solid and a very technically sound batsman. And Preet playing a very good hand. 46 of just 27 deliveries. Finally has to go back to the pavilion. Scottish Stars lose their second wicket on the score of 109. This is the 12th over, and could this be the twist in this match? We'll have to see that. But this was such a wonderful delivery. Any captain would be proud to have such a bowler in their team. What a delivery that was. Getting Preet clean bowled on such a delivery is a dream for any bowler. But Kapil Makwana has set such high standards right from the word go today, that this was definitely in the making. Oh, and that's a wonderful ball to the new batsman. Pinaki is a new batsman. This is a third over for Kapil Makwana, so he still has 8 deliveries under his sleeve. He has the ability to change the course of this match in those 8 deliveries. If he gets a couple of more wickets, Scottish Stars could be in real trouble. He's bowling a wonderful line and length. He's got that pace as well. Oh, and this time takes the edge. Just a single towards the third man. That is some really good bowling we are witnessing today. What a bowler Kapil Makwana is. No words could describe his talent. The kind of bowling he's doing today. A lot of onus is on Jitu now. Jitu back on strike. Kapil Makwana to Jitu. Last ball of this over. And that's the end of a very good over by Kapil. Absolutely brilliant bowling. And the score is 110 for 2. Just 2 runs given in that over. And that's what happens when you lose a wicket. And that too of a batsman like Preet. The pressure suddenly comes to you as a team. And now they need 82 runs of the last 8 overs, which is more than 10 runs per over.
चाय बना दिया
Vaibhav coming to bowl his next over. And strike is Pinaki. Oh, and that's a short delivery pulled really well by Pinaki, but straight to the fielder. Just a single there. That was a good stop by the fielder. Oh, and Jitu this time tries to hit the big shot and succeeds in getting a boundary there. What a shot that is. He chose the right gap. What a boundary that is, and such an important shot this is in the context of the game. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. Another good shot. This will be a boundary as well. What a wonderful shot that is. A very important shot and a very well played shot that is. Just punched it hard through the covers for a boundary. Absolutely stunning batting this is by Jitu. Oh, another good shot this time, straight down the ground. Playing it towards the long on fielder for just a single. This is some really good batting by Jitu. He's realized that the scoring should not be stopped even when Preet is not on the crease anymore. Jitu has reached 49 of 34. That's a good shot again towards a deep mid wicket for a single. Another good shot this time. He swept it well. Could be a boundary, but that is a very good stop. And they'll come back for the second. And Jitu has finally reached his 50. What an innings by him. Absolutely stunning batting by Jitu. He's played so well for his 50. He's on 52 right now. Such an important innings in the context of the game. And 13 overs have been bowled, 123 for 2. The current run rate is 9.46 runs per over. And they need 69 runs of the last 7 overs. So the required run rate is almost 10 runs an over. This match should definitely go down the wire with Pinaki and Jitu at the crease. And expect that this chase could well be in favour of Scottish Stars if they don't lose any wickets. Just a single this time. Nirav Darji starting another over. Jitu back on strike. This is his third over, Nirav Darji. That's a good shot. Will that be a boundary? No, that's just a couple. But a couple will also help here. Jitu aiming the right gaps. Every shot that is hit in the last few overs has been so productive. This could be one of those memorable innings by Jitu. Oh, and this time! Oh, the commentator's curse maybe. What a catch by Nirav Darji. We were just discussing that this could be one of those memorable innings by Jitu, and he straight away gives a catch to Nirav Darji, who takes a brilliant catch. And sometimes the commentator's curse does work. Never intended to do that, but Jitu's brilliant innings comes to an end. He was playing so well. Every shot that he had hit in the last few overs was such an effective one. And what a 50 he has made today, but he'll have to go back to the pavilion. Courtesy some really good catching by Nirav Darji of his own bowling. And the third wicket, and probably the most important wicket in this chase for Scottish Stars, has gone down, and Jitu out 54 of 38. Cotton bowled. Nirav Darji has played a wonderful hand. What an innings that was. Deserves a lot of applause, this guy. And Sunil Punjabi coming to the crease now. Probably the best player to have at this juncture. I think it's Shiv who will be taking strike. Sunil Punjabi probably His services would be utilized at the fag end of the innings. He's a very dangerous player, we all know that, but Shiv can also bat really well. This match is now becoming interesting, especially with Jitu losing his wicket. Nirav Darji finally doing the job for his captain and the team. He's bowled so well with those flighted deliveries, and this was a short one. Jitu tried to hit it really hard, but what a catch taken by Nirav Darji of his own bowling. Well, this time he's trying to take the single, but Pinaki rightly sends him back. This was not a run. Could have been a disaster there.
अब मेरे को लग रहा है वो लोग जीतेंगे दिया
Oh, and that's a wonderful shot by Shiv. Could be a boundary there. And it is a boundary. What a shot that is. So he compensates for the 2 dot balls that he'd played in this over. And that's the end of the 14th over. The score is 130 for 3. So we are in for a very interesting match. Last 6 overs remaining in this match. And 62 runs required to win this match by Scottish Stars. They've lost 2 very important wickets. Both the set batsmen back in the pavilion. And it's on Shiv and Pinaki now to take their team through to victory. Sunil Punjabi still in the dugout. These are good signs for Scottish Stars. Fifteenth over of this innings.
पेस नहीं बता रहे
Vishal Patil coming in with his 3rd over. On strike is Pinaki. That's a short delivery. Pinaki giving it a good strike, and will that be a single? Just a single. Probably missed the trick there. Pinaki should have hit it in the gap. That was a poor delivery to start off the over. Another short delivery played well by Shiv this time. Straight to the long off fielder for a single. A full toss this time by Vishal. Played really well by Pinaki, but straight to the fielder again. This is good fielding. They should have come back for the second, but they've decided against it. Only a single this time. Some really good work in the deep there by the deep square leg fielder. Oh, and that's a good ball. And well played by the batsman. They're coming back for the run, but it seems the batsman has reached well in time. Could have been a disaster. Some really good fielding there. Nirav Darji again fielding it brilliantly, ensuring that the single is not taken, and this is a dot delivery. And these are the moments that will define this match. Finally, some extra effort by the fielder, some extra effort by the batsman, some extra effort by the wicket keeper, probably an extra effort by the bowler, probably another bouncer or maybe a yorker. These are the moments that will define this match and the winner of this match. Vishal with his next delivery, he's bowled well in this over. Oh, and that's a brilliant one again to end the over. So just 4 runs of that over. And 15 overs have been bowled. 134 for 3 is the score. 58 runs is the ask now in the last 5 overs. This over did not fetch them many runs, just 4 of them. So 5 overs and 58, almost 12 runs an over is the ask. Nirav Darji coming to bowl his last over. He's been a brilliant bowler for his team. That's a good shot played by Pinaki. And they're not coming back for the second. This is poor running, I would say. Should have definitely been aggressive on the running. They will have to start hitting big shots. So Shiv hitting that shot for a single. Pinaki on strike. I have a feeling something big will happen in this over. Oh, and Pinaki plays it really well. Should get at least a couple, and he gets a boundary there. That's a wonderful shot by Pinaki, playing it late. And as we were mentioning, I was having a feeling that something big will happen in this over. I don't know whether that the start for that big has happened with that boundary, but Pinaki played it really well. He's a very experienced player, this guy. He can lead his team to victory for sure. He has an array of shots in his repertoire. Oh, and this time it seems he's edged it. They're appealing for a caught behind, but the umpire unmoved. That was a very, very loud and strong appeal by the wicket keeper. Probably Pinaki did not edge it at all. You got some really experienced umpires officiating in this match. Mr. Yadu Churi and Mr. Om Singh. And this time Pinaki takes the aerial route. Will be a boundary. What a shot that is. This is a second boundary in this over. Absolutely wonderful batting this by Pinaki. And he has the ability to close games. He's done that in the past, this guy. It's just that they need to stay at the wickets till the end. If they keep on losing the wickets, the momentum will definitely shift back to the rising strikers who have been brilliant in the last few overs, especially Nirav Darji. And Pinaki has targeted Nirav Darji only in this over. 9 runs already of the 4 deliveries. So Nirav probably will have to come back in this very over. This is last. Oh, that was not at all a good appeal. Drifting down the leg side. A single taken easily. That was bad. So Pinaki scores another run for his team. Shift back on strike. This is the last ball of Nirav Darji's spell. And the run rate is almost 12 runs and over. 25 balls and 48 runs required. And another dot. So Nirav completes his spell really nicely. Just 10 of that over. And after 16 overs, the score is 144 for 3. They still need 48 in 4 overs. So exactly 12 runs and over is the ask. That's a good start to the 17th over.
फील्डिंग टीम जीत गई.
Siddharth Doshi bowling his first over, and what a start by him. A dot to start with. Pinaki on strike. That's a good shot played by Pinaki, but will fetch him only a single. Coming down the track. This is good bowling by Siddharth Doshi. Being called to bowl in the crucial death overs. And he is a specialist in the death overs, Siddharth Doshi. That is why he is being called to bowl the 17th over. Oh, and this time trying to play the big shot, missing it completely. And this is some really good bowling by Siddharth Doshi, maintaining that off stump line and not going for a lot of pace, but sticking to the basics and getting some good results. Another good delivery, just a single. Singles won't help. This is some really good bowling by Siddharth Doshi. This is the 17th over, a very crucial over in the context of this game. And he's given only 2 runs till now in the first 4 deliveries. So, full credit goes to him for the kind of bowling he's showcased. Another good delivery. Just have a look at the length. Almost a yorker there. And trying to come back for the second and will get that easily. A slight misfield in the field ensures the second run. So Pinaki trying really hard along with Shiv. And still the match is not over, but the match has definitely gone a bit towards the Rising Strikers. It was controlled by Scottish Stars till Jitu was at the crease, but since then the run rate has been a bit of worry. That's a good shot by Pinaki. Could that be a boundary? There's a oh, and he misses that. The fielder misses that. Could be an easy 2. Could come back for the third as well. They're coming back for the third. Oh, but they decide against it. So that's the end of a very good over by Siddharth Doshi. Should have been only a single, but the fielder missed that. Led to a couple of runs. But only 6 runs in this over, and the 150 is up in the 17th over. So 17 overs and 150 for 3 is the score right now for Scottish Stars. The last 3 overs remaining. 42 is the ask in 18 deliveries. So they will have to play out of their skins now if they want to win this match for their team. And Penang being introduced into the attack again. The 18th over of this innings. Oh, and see, the swing never goes away with this guy in action. He's still getting a lot of swing. It's Varun, I beg your pardon. But they've bowled so well, these pacers of Rising Strikers. And this time could be a chance of a stumping, but the batsman is well within his crease. He's trying to take the single. The keeper tried to run him out, but then he was inside the crease. Two dot deliveries to start with. This is the 18th over. Only 16 deliveries left. They need 42 runs. How are they going to make those 42 runs? They will have to hit and hit and hit. And this time he hits it. But will that be a single? Only a single. So 3 deliveries and just a single. This is really good bowling by Varun. Credit goes to these bowlers. Siddharth Doshi gave only 6 runs in the last over, and Varun now just 1 run in the first 3 deliveries. And Pinaki will have to hit something really big here if he wants his team to be in the match, as this is slipping away from Scottish Stars. Oh, and this time a short delivery played well by Pinaki and missed by the fielder. Could that be a boundary which they were looking for? And the ball stops there. Probably the power was not there in the shot. And 3 runs taken by Shiv and Pinaki. So 4 runs in 4 deliveries. Not at all a good outcome till now. They will have to hit a big 6. They need 14 runs and over. They've scored only 4 of the first 4 deliveries. Shiv trying to hit the big shot, not succeeding, just a single. This is some really good bowling by Varun. This is the 18th over, just one delivery remaining, last 13 deliveries. And they need 37 runs. Quite a daunting task this is for any team. But they will have to start hitting big shots. They should not be looking at saving the wickets now. Still Sunil Punjabi is waiting in the dugout. He has the ability to score 35-40 runs in 2 overs. They will have to start hitting big shots, else he will get wasted. Oh, and this time in the air, could get a boundary out of that shot. It is a boundary. A very unique way of scoring a boundary, but nonetheless he scores the boundary. A very important one. Pinaki getting a boundary there. So 9 runs of that over finally. And the score is 18 overs and 159 for 3. Still 33 runs are required to win this match in just 12 deliveries, the last 12 deliveries of this match. And Siddharth Doshi is being asked to bowl another over. This is some really good captaincy by Pranav Shah, the captain. And Siddharth Doshi being a specialist of the death overs was kept on hold till the 16 overs, and then he was asked to bowl the 17th over, which he bowled really well, gave away just 6 runs. And it seems that Shiv has got injured. He is being asked to go back to the dugout. Probably the injury forcing him out of the ground. And Sunil Punjabi is finally at the crease. .33 required of 12 deliveries, and Sunil Punjabi is one guy who can score those 33 runs at will, all alone. So probably that injury to Shiv, a blessing in disguise for Scottish Stars. Siddharth Doshi, and that's a wide. He starts off with a wide. The intention was pretty good, sticking to that off-stump line, but then it was slightly wide and the umpire not at all hesitating. An extra run given. He'll have to bowl that again. So the score reaches 160. Just 32 needed of 12 deliveries. Can Sunil Punjabi and Pinaki do it for their team? Oh, and this time in the air. Doesn't seem to be a big shot. He's gone. He fumbled it on the first attempt, but finally takes the catch, and Sunil Punjabi has to go without scoring. This was his first delivery, first legitimate delivery. He tries to hit the big shot. That was the need of the hour, but couldn't succeed there. A good catch taken at the long off, and Sunil Punjabi going back to the pavilion.
SP.
So the 4th wicket down for Scottish Stars, and just 11 deliveries left. They have to still score 32. Not at all an easy target for anybody, any team or any individual. But this is cricket, anything can happen even till the last ball is bowled. But seems quite evident that this match is well in control of the rising strikers, who were in a lot of trouble till the time Preet and Jitu were batting, specifically Jitu, who just accelerated like he had to catch a train. Unfortunately got out. Had he be there at the crease, this match would have got ended by now, the way he was playing and accelerating. But Siddharth Doshi bowling so well, and that seems to be a wide again. This is a wide. So in an attempt to bowl another dot ball, he gives away another wide, another extra. Himanshu is the new batsman. He will have to hit it really hard and long as well. Long matters more than hard here. He will have to make every ball count. There's 31 required now. And that's a wonderful delivery. Siddharth Doshi must be given due credit for his wonderful thinking as a bowler. He's bowling those tough overs wherein every batsman would like to score big on every delivery that they face, but Siddharth Doshi is making it sure they don't succeed. This match would have been a bit more interesting if Sunil Punjabi would have been sent a bit earlier in the innings. That's what I believe. He's such a wonderful hitter of the cricket ball. Every batsman needs time. You can't just ask any batsman to score immediately. And that's a wonderful shot. This is a boundary. Pinaki still not giving up. Absolutely wonderful batting by Pinaki there. This was in the slot. And he hits it really well wide of the long off fielder for a boundary. He's reached 31 of just 19 deliveries and the score reaches 166. 9 balls and 26 to win. Can Pinaki do it for his team? Another good shot by Pinaki, but just a single this time. He will have to hit some aerial shots now. Himanshu.
6 चाहिए अभी 6 4 पे चाहिए
Siddharth with his next delivery, and this time seems this will be a wide down the leg side. Not a good delivery at all. 8 runs of this over till now, and they need 24 to win of 8 deliveries. This is still a match which could go down the wire. Scottish Stars still not out of the game completely. They will have to hit a couple of big shots on the last 2 deliveries. Himanshu will have to do a Virat Kohli here. When this time he hits a long shot. Oh, but this time he gets out. That was a valiant effort by Himanshu. Let's give it to him. But he gets caught. And the long on fielder doing really well there. So Siddharth Doshi has been absolutely brilliant with his bowling. This is his second over and he takes the second wicket in death overs. Such an important spell this has been by Siddharth. Probably has sealed the match for the Rising Strikers. Last 7 deliveries left in this match. They still need 24 to win. Something extraordinary will have to be done by the Scottish Stars batsmen if they want to win this match for their team. And Sunil is a new batsman, plays it really well towards the deep covers for a couple. Will they come for the third as well? They decide against it. So 2 runs taken and that's the end of the over. The score is 170 for 5 after 19 overs. So 22 needed of the last over. A lot of runs to be scored in the last 6 deliveries that they've got. They will have to play out of their skin if they want to win this match. So the last over in this match, 22 to win for Scottish Stars. And on strike is Sunil. We'll have to see if he could hit a big shot. It's Pinaki on strike. He hits a good shot, but just a single. He's not coming back for the second. This is not the right approach. He will have to take strike. And probably they've realized that it's out of their reach now. Just 5 balls remaining. And 21 is the ask. Sunil will have to hit a big shot. If not Pinaki, somebody will have to do something. And he plays it really well. Could be a boundary there. Is a boundary. That's a wonderful shot played by Sunil. So that is a very good shot. Just 17 needed of the last 4 deliveries. This match will go down the wire still, it seems. But they will have to keep scoring. They don't have any choice now. Just 4 deliveries remaining. Even if they miss a single delivery, the match could go well in hands of the Rising Strikers team. Sunil on strike. Kapil Makwana with his last over. Oh, and what a bowler he is. Let's have a look at that Yorker. Absolutely brilliant bowling. 16 runs required of the last 3 deliveries. Probably a couple of sixes, and a boundary could do that. Can Pinaki do it for his team? He's playing so well. 33 of just 21 deliveries. We'll have to see if he could hit those 3 big shots that could create history for his team. Oh, and that is very well bowled by Kapil. He ensures that doesn't get hit for any boundary. Just 2 deliveries left. And this match has now gone completely in the hands of Rising Strikers. Just a couple of deliveries left. He'll be finishing the formalities. Kapil Makwana, he's bowled so well. 15 required of 2 deliveries. Oh, and just have a look at that Yorker. Oh, and he gets a boundary there. It seems this will be leg byes. Signaled by the umpire. Yes, leg byes. Unfortunately, it went to the boundary. Such a good Yorker by Kapil Makwana. But he's still smiling because he knows that the game is still theirs. So last delivery of this match. And this is the last delivery of this match. Oh, and what a wonderful slower ball to end this match. And finally, they have sealed the victory by 10 runs. That's a wonderful defense by the Rising Strikers, and Scottish Stars almost there but could not cross the line. 192 was the ask and they could gather 181, but they played so well. A brilliant match we all could witness today at the Fatima Cricket Ground in this Jfsc Dads Premier League. We thank all the viewers who watched this match live from the Fatima Cricket Ground as well as on the YouTube link. And we would be back with the next match tomorrow in the Jfsc Dads Premier League. I, Shalin Gupta, thank all the viewers for their presence in the ground as well as watching this match from the YouTube link. Thank you so much and have a good night. A wonderful match won by Rising Strikers by 10 runs. They made 191 and defended that score quite well. The Scottish Stars could make 181. So they win the match by 10 runs, the Rising Strikers. That's a wonderful start to the tournament for them. Their first match in this tournament and they win it. We thank all the viewers once again. Good night and take care. See you tomorrow.